Welcome to a Mass Effect video bonus. In this video I'm going to hopefully prove or disprove a statement on the wiki for this game. The page is Race Against Time, Conduit. It's a walkthrough page for that particular submission. The mother mission is Race Against Time. This submission occurs on Ilos, of course, and yeah, it ends right when you are actually heading into the Conduit. But before that, there's a tip here that says it is possible to take out 2 of the 4 Colossi before you even start the cutscene. So they're talking about there in Ilos, as you approach the Conduit itself, you got the 4 Colossi shooting at you. So yeah, I mean, if you stop at the top of the ramp there before the cutscene, and you zoom in with the Mako, you can actually see one of the Colossi very distinctly, and the other one is kind of blurry off to the left, but it's visible too, and indeed you can shoot them and take them out, and you get XP for that. And so on my max XP run I was happy to do that. But I was intrigued because this particular page of the wiki also has this paragraph, at least this of 2015. They can be destroyed with sniper rifles, but as it will take an infernally long time to do so even with the Mako's weaponry, it isn't advisable. Kill them with the Mako gun and cannon instead. So of course I just, had to try. I had to see if I could do it, and I don't know exactly what they mean by an infernally long time, but it felt that way to me, and I could not take them out with sniper rifles no matter how hard I tried. So I thought, why not just set up a test where we can actually determine whether or not the sniper is actually range limited, or at least determine what the range is. So here I am on Noveria. Yeah, we can't do this test on Ilos for reasons that are obvious because, yeah, I mean, the cutscene is the issue there. But we have this big valley, and across the way is this turret. And yeah, as you notice from where we are right now, the scope on the Mako is not giving us any range information. If we get in closer, it does. And you can see the range goes to about just around 400 m, which I assume is meters, before it cuts out and doesn't give you any more information. And one thing you might notice also is that even though there's no range here, it's still in focus. It's kind of clear, whereas out more distant here, it's kind of blurry. And you can see that indeed there's none of that visual feedback of the rocket hitting the side of the mountain there, whereas over here there is. So what do we know? Well, Mako is range limited, but it appears to be further than the scope, so it ought to be able to hit this guy, right? And it does, and he sees us and he's shooting back at us. And 3 shots and he's done. And even though he's this far away from us as we are from him, he is still able to fire shots fairly accurately and start the process of whittling down our shields. But of course there was no big deal there. So okay, so now we know that the Mako can hit that turret from this distance. The question is, can the sniper rifle?
Hostile contact.
I'm not saying that this represents the distance of those Colossi, but it's pretty close. Seems to me anyway. Alright, let's jump out. Sniper rifle's ready. I know Garrus would normally use one, but he will never would see this guy. Alright, so we are slightly closer to the turret than the Mako was. And you can see that the scope of the sniper rifle has the same kind of deal here, where it can get to very nearly 400 meters before it cuts out. But it also appears to be in focus. It's a little harder to tell here, but anyway, let's give it a strong shot. And notice, the turret doesn't even point at us. It's not even waking up, it's not shooting at us, it doesn't know we're here. Yeah, you get the idea? It's not. The sniper rifle, we know for sure now, is definitely less range than the Mako, but can we lock down exactly what the range is? Well, let's get closer to it. Alright. Yeah, we get to about 399 m, and then yeah, we can't. So it's well, if we can shoot beyond 400 meters, this would be a pretty good test of that. Yeah, it's looking like the same kind of deal there. Let's get closer. We're almost there. Alright, so yeah, looks like we can reach the base now. Alright, so it doesn't give us range on the turret itself, but it's probably close enough. What do you say? Sure enough, it sees us.
Perimeter secured.
I don't mind if you boys would just mind staying over there. Alright, now that it's aware of us, can we take it out? Even though we're further away than we were just when we woke it up. Alright, I don't know about you, but it feels like I wasn't making any progress with that thing.
Perimeter clear.
Alright. Now we should be able to do, let's see, we should be in range now. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Oh no, and I just lost both of my squad mates in the name of science. Oh, they're fine. Yeah, so it seems to me proof positive that you cannot take out those Colossi with sniper rifles on Ilos there. They're just too far away. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, this is an addendum. I'm back here on Ilos, just to show you the distance that we were talking about here. So that is the Colossi. You can see that there's no range data being given. But if we come out in front here, alright, so right from there to there is the distance we're talking about. So yeah, this is why the sniper just cannot possibly work. I mean, it's definitely further than 400 meters to him. So, yeah. And we know that this is what, at least, I think 13 shots to take these guys down? So let's whittle them down. Alright, snipers. Again, same problem. Give up. Now, to prove that we weren't making any headway against that guy, notice I took 12 shots with the Mako cannon before I started this. Should have been close to death, right? Let's see how many it takes now. Nine shots. So not only were we not making any headway, he was regenerating. He was almost back up to full. So no, it's not possible. QED.